Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emmerdale's David Metcalfe gets second major shock in exit week. David Metcalfe has had a second major shock in his Emmerdale exit week. In the latest visit to the Dales, David was stunned when his father, Eric Pollard, revealed that he was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This week kicked off with David's whole world being rattled when he discovered his ex-girlfriend Victoria Sugden in a romantic clinch with his son Jacob Gallagher. This betrayal was doubly painful because David has been trying to win back Victoria, confiding in Jacob recently that he was still in love with her. Jacob started off Tuesday's, November 28, episode with no idea that his father had discovered his secret fling, though he wasn't in the dark for very long. David strode Jacob along as his son pretended he'd just been over at Victoria's to read Harry a bedtime story, before finally revealing what he saw. "Stop," David screamed at him. "Just stop lying to me." "I know, Jacob. I know about you and Victoria." Both men were soon in tears as David admitted it felt like he'd been stabbed in the back by the one person he loved more than anyone else in the world. David brought up that this is the second time Jacob has done this to him, before explaining this was very different, because Jacob was the victim when he was groomed by Maya years ago. "This time around, you knew exactly what you were doing," David told him. As the two continued to argue, Eric Pollard entered the shop and wrongly assumed Jacob had revealed his Parkinson's disease diagnosis to David. "If you weren't arguing about my diagnosis, then what were you arguing about?" A confused Eric asked his son and grandson. David covered for Jacob, telling Eric that they'd been at odds over Jacob's exam results. When David said Jacob should be ashamed of his exam score, Eric snapped at his son that he was being harsh. "It's pretty obvious how little my family thinks of me," David told them before walking away. This story will continue throughout the week as David makes a life-changing decision that will see him leave the village.